What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is future me basically apologizing for how this video is turning out. I got meta glasses and I didn't realize they only recorded like a portrait layout, so the video is gonna go back and forth from full screen to not and blah blah blah. I changed some of it with editing, but basically I had like 6 hours of footage for this thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and split these videos in half, kind of do the whole bottom assembly in the shop and then the car assembly after that. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. Like I said, I apologize, but if you make it through these videos, then I appreciate it. All right, so a couple things. One, basically the machine shop finally started to work on my stuff. They were gonna balance it. I woke up, they said it was gonna be done on Monday. It wasn't. I woke up Tuesday morning. I called them and I was like, hey, did you get to it yesterday? They're like, no. And I was like, all right, well, this is like my last week to get it done if I want to make my first event. He's like, oh, okay. So then they started on it. Well, they started on it. This is like a month later. He calls me back and he's like, yo, these rods aren't gonna work with these pistons. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, the wrist pin's too small on the new pistons. I was like, fuck. He's like, I might be able to get some new rods locally, let me check. I waited like 2 or 3 hours. This was like Tuesday and it was like noon, so I'm already running out of time before work. I ended up calling him back and I was like, yo, they're like, yeah, we didn't find any pistons or any rods. And I was like, I'm just gonna bring you my old pistons and we'll just send it with those. Well, the old pistons looked fine. A couple of wrist pins were a little tight, so probably shouldn't have reused them, but maybe would have been fine. But I was like 30 minutes out, like almost out of the other side of town, headed out to the machine shop, and I was talking to Cordell and I was like, he was like, bro, just order rods. I was like, okay, whatever. So I just ordered some rods and I overnighted them and they didn't even go to the facility for a day. Summit claimed they took them, but UPS didn't check them in for a full day. Anyways, long story short, it's been 2 days. My rods are out for delivery right now. They're on a truck. They're going to the shop. The shop's commercial, so it should be delivered by like 10, and it's 10:03, so it should be delivered anytime. So I got myself ready. I'm almost out of gas. I'm about to go hit Costco, get some fuel, head to the shop, and just hope it shows up there, grab it, and go. Today's Thursday, which is Friday for the machine shop. So best case scenario, I get my stuff there by noon and bro still does it today. I'll be super lucky if that happens. I doubt it's gonna happen. If it does, we still might make this first event. If it doesn't, and bro actually gives it to me next Monday, if I put in enough time before work, around work, after work, maybe take a day off of work, it's possible. But I still gotta assemble the whole engine, put it in the car, drive it around, make sure everything's good, retune it, and get an alignment before next Saturday, and it's Thursday right now. So I basically have a week to get the car dialed, which isn't a lot. Anyways, something new for the channel. Hopefully this is beneficial. I got the Gen 2 meta glasses. Give you guys a new POV, hopefully for engine assembly, stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. But I'm kind of excited. I bought a half helmet too, so you'll see my face and I'll be like, but I look goofy as hell in it, which is fine, it's funny. But I'll be able to wear that and those, get some better POVs for driving, hopefully some better POVs for working on stuff, because it's kind of like I mentioned before, kind of hard to do the whole camera thing by yourself. So I also got a tripod though, so that should be easier too. Anyways, let's go get some gas, hit the shop, and hopefully head out to the machine shop and see if we can get this thing going. Boom, rods acquired. Forged LS Pro Summit. We got some H-beams with some oh shit, let me drive. Got new bushings in it, which is sweet. I was hoping that was a thing. It's got some upgraded hardware to it, some ARP dash 11, whatever that is. Oh, 2000, some ARP 2000s. Sick. So hopefully these with those pistons is a good combo. Hopefully that lasts for quite a while. And yeah, I got about 55 minutes to the machine shop. Drop these off today. If they can get them done today, that would be super sweet. But we'll see. I'll talk to the dude. I just called, gave him a heads up I was coming. And yeah, so I'm gonna go drop these off, I guess, and then we'll see what they say and then go from there. Good morning from Mr. Lazy here. So, little update. I got my stuff back from the machine shop yesterday. So today, we're gonna start on assembly for everything. Package secured. Got some ranch, some salsas. We got 4 breakfast burritos and some cheese curds. Gas station. This place called OMG Burrito. And I haven't actually tried it before, but all my buddies said it was good. So I got some breakfast burritos for the shop. Got some reindeer sausage burritos. I would assume it comes with eggs and the whole 9 yards. And I got cheese curds because I like them. And I figured I'd try them because I'm big backing it this morning. The whole time it's recording.
Will it?
Yeah.
What does that side do? That's the camera?
No, they're both cameras.
Then how the fuck's the camera from?
I don't know. Maybe just this is a camera?
I don't know.
But it's crazy. I can answer a phone call, I can play music, I can do lots of shit. Yeah, if I play, but there's like a touchscreen right here, like I can
it fucking moves
double.
through your
I can
ear
double
too.
tap. Yeah.
It plays music through your earlobe.
Yeah. Like
You
here,
can
hey
hear it
Meta,
good, dude.
play Apple Music.
Have you ever heard those with the earlobe? Bro, it's loud as fuck.
And
Bro, it's
it'll.
loud as
Let me
fuck.
see if I can get it to play. Sheesh. Bro, filled up to the top, dude. To the top. Is it about to be hot as fuck?
I don't know. It might not be.
Far.
A lot more coffee in, so it had more pressure than it usually have it at. Does it taste the same?
I'm about to have a lot more pressure after that burrito, hot sauce, and coffee, bro. Alright, so this is going to be the DOD delete. So basically, the DOD is that cylinder deactivation, which like trucks and stuff have, and this is a truck block. And pretty much what it does is it uses oil pressure to essentially shut down the lifters, I believe. But the point is, these are oil passages, and on the valley cover, which I don't have on me, there's just a little rubber gasket. So this is just like a safety on top of that, and that's going to be way tighter than I thought. Pretty much just got to hammer these in, and then the gasket will also go on top of it, and that's just kind of like an extra peace of mind so that the oil pressure can't basically fall out and lose it for any reason. So now it's going to be time for the final crank assembly. Yeah, you bringing me some donuts?
Donuts.
Thank you.
Those are from a customer.
And so I got the #1 main journals in. Well, not the journal, but the cat. Start some threads and then tap them in. These are all my new main bolts and studs. I just got the mains on sitting here, kind of wiped them up. Assembly lube from ARP. Well, bolt assembly lube. Basically, you put this on some of the threads and then on the base of the nut or the bolt and the stud. That way it helps reduce friction while torquing so that you get an actual reading, like a realistic reading, I guess is the point of it. So I'm going to throw this on all of these and then start torquing this down just like we did last time when we did it all dry. And then the crank should be in. Alright, we got everything, all the mains torqued, which means technically can spin the crank. She spins. Nice, it spins pretty smooth too, so that's good. Now we got this. Honestly, the next thing we can do is move to the rods so I can start to assemble the pistons, which are in my car, and then come back and then we will throw them in the hole and get all those in and torque down. That'll be the next step. I've got to get all the rings gapped. Basically, we got our oil control rings, so these go on the bottom. There's the big slot and then there's 2 little slots. So oil control ring goes on the bottom, and then this ring right here says it's the top ring, so this will be the top ring, which will be the tighter gap. And then this will be the second ring, which will be that line. This will be a little bigger. So I'm going to go with 22 thou on the top, 24 thou on the bottom. The oil control ring's just good on its own. And then I just got to make sure that this is oriented right. I already put some assembly lube inside of there, but basically the valve relief is going to go on the top of the engine. So here's the top, so here's the intake, here's the exhaust. So the piston's going to sit like that. And this is cylinder 2, so the rod is going to sit, if you look, cylinder 2 is offset back from cylinder 1. So cylinder 1 is going to be on the forward side of the rod, or of the crank journal, and cylinder 2 is going to be on the back. So it's kind of like centered, if you look at it that way. So we got to make sure the rod is chamfered. So there's one side with a bigger chamfer, and then one side with a smaller one. So the bigger chamfer's got to go against the journal side, which is the crank. So they're how, like right here, this side, it goes up against basically the wall. So the bigger chamfer goes against the wall, the smaller chamfer is the 2 rods against each other. So this one's going to go like this against the wall with the valve release on the top like that. So I'm just going to assemble these rods and number them so I know where they go. And then I'm going to gap the rings. I only got like an hour left today to go at it. So just going to put some assembly lube on all this stuff, assemble all the pistons, number them, and then I'll probably wrap up for today, then come back and do the rings tomorrow. So we're just gonna go like this. Okay. Got some oil in both of those. So cylinder 2, backside against the wall, chamfer over here with the valve reliefs towards the top. So the piston's gonna go like this. So I'm gonna throw that in there. Throw the pin in there with it. Like that. We pushed most of this out of the other side, but now I gotta get the circlips into these holes. So you look, they pretty much have an edge right here.
Hey, get off your damn beta shit, bro. You want Tommy's burger?
2 times in one day, twin? I can't eat that much.
I already cashed out this morning, twin. What you mean? From Tommy's? I don't know. What do you usually get?
Bacon cheeseburger.
Just so you get. Do you fuck with their Phillies at all? I don't know.
Bacon cheeseburger.
I'll just do a bacon cheeseburger then. Yeah, works for me. Is it about to be here in an hour or less? Okay.
Why?
Cause I'm probably gonna dip out in an hour. I gotta go to work still. Bro, I gotta work today and tomorrow. You coming in the morning, right?
No.
What the f? I gotta finish this. This is my last weekend, twin. I'll help you move after hours. So basically, this is just in-depth, like, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. Pretty much, I just gotta start this and then work it in with the screwdriver, which start it like that. Just gotta kind of be patient with it, I guess. Okay, so I got all of the double spiral lock clips in. I struggled to do all 16 and then realized there's 32, so I had to double them on each side. But today it actually went pretty well. Yesterday I was struggling a little bit. So now I'm gonna get the rings, start gapping those. These are the oil control rings. Don't need to gap them. And this is gonna be our second ring. So this will be the first one that we do. Alright, so this is going to be the top ring that I'm about to cut. Pretty much throw it on the machine here, get it straightened out, clamp it down, and then it's like zeroed out pretty much. I kind of already set it up, so it barely touches at the bottom. I can even go back just a little bit more. Just starting to make contact right there. Gonna zero that out. Alright, so I got it all set up, zeroed out. Like it's just barely starting to touch right there. So we got 0. Now we're gonna go and tighten it, push it in. I'm gonna do like 5 thou at a time. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5. Give it a cut. Take it to 10. Because we're at 5 thou and I gotta go to 22, so we'll take it about 15 thou and recheck it. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, pull that off. Pull this out. We're gonna leave the machine at 15 thou. Keep it on. Deburr the edge on this. It's like a rubber plate. Make sure that doesn't go score the crap out of the cylinder. It actually moves pretty quick. So I don't have to touch it a lot. And then throw this in there, push it down, send it at 1 inch, and then we'll measure that gap. So 22 thou is the goal, which is definitely too tight for that. Let's try 13. 13's just starting to catch, so it's about 13. We gotta go up to 22. So all the rings are gapped and ready to put on. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the oil ring on. You want all of your rings, since I have 3 sets, they're gonna be like 120 degrees off each. And then with the oil control ring, I'm also gonna offset them from each other. Throw the oil ring on. Pops in. Bottom here. The oil control ring is on. Should be good. And then ring number 2. You need this black one. First compression ring. You want to do whatever, whether it's a dot or a number, the label goes up. So in this case, the chamfer's on the bottom with the letters on top. And on the top ring, the chamfer will be on the top. So the important thing is this, whatever was labeled on the ring, this one's N040, needs to be facing upwards. So that's split right there, so we'll rotate this to be about there. And then I'll do the other compression ring, 180 out. There's the open, there's the lettering on there. About here. Alright, cylinder 1 at the most far forward right here. Cylinder 2's offset a little bit. And this is gonna be valve relief on the top side too, so this should drop in like that. You just gotta add the rod bearings. Gonna put the rod bearing in. You want to go big chamfer to big chamfer, so big side, big side. So this pin tang doesn't line up with that, so this will be for this top one, and that'll be chamfer to chamfer, which means this side will be for the rod side here. I'll go ahead and throw that down, even it out, stick it in. The same thing with this side. Throw that down in there, seat it, and we're going to hit it with some assembly lube. Just going to give it a stream because it's gonna compress anyways as soon as I tighten it down. That's good there. Nice little stream there. Yeah, there's that. And we're gonna do some oil all over this part of the piston and the rings. Make it slide in easier. Make a mess. And then the clamp, bottom down, and the top up. So make sure that my rings are not lined up, which they're 180 out. Put the clamps in there. Put the piston on here. It's gonna hold that. Grab the mallet. We're slowly gonna tap this in. Compress it. Right.
You did it!
Tap that one down. And then make sure that it lines up with the crank down here. Makes a dud because it bottomed out. Put this back over here. We're going to turn it around now. There. Throw the cap on. Also double check when you put it on, so there's the big chamfer because it's going up against the cheek. So it's chamfer to chamfer. It's also numbers to numbers. So throw the bolts in it. It's got ARP 2000s for this. And the torque is 64 foot-pounds. I'm torquing it in 2 stages, so I'm doing 32 to make sure to walk it, basically make sure it's all even, and then take it to 64 after. So just cut it in half pretty much. Get to 32. Take it to 64 now. My stand's moving. Okay. Perfect. So now we got 1 and 2 in the hole. And I'm gonna go do the last 8, well, the last 6. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to record, but I got timing all set. So pretty much literally just bolted this on like this. Had to get the chain over them before you could like bolt it onto the cam, but this mark here lines up with that mark basically in a straight line. The crank would be at 12 o'clock, cam would be at 6 o'clock. I rotated a few times, it all lined back up. The auto tensioner is, well, it's just a cam guide really. It's not even a chain guide. Not even really a tensioner. So yeah, timing set on that. These torqued to 26 foot-pounds. These went to 18. And now I got the oil pump here to put on. Alright, so I'm shimming the oil pump here. Basically gonna throw a 2 thou feeler gauge on each side of it. And it should be sufficient enough. So I got that one there, and then try to slide this feeler gauge up on this side. So there's only 2 thou, so like this is pretty. I got it. Pretty tight. But I got the top and bottom. So then that centers this. Pull these shims back out. Feeler gauges, shims, whatever. Feeler gauges working as shims. There you go. And throw the cover back on. Alright, get the windage tray on. This thing's still damaged from last time, but should be good. Toss that down. Okay, now torque those.